Yeah, so today's video is going to be a tutorial for this look, and this is my version of a Valentine's Day look since everyone's doing them. Yes, I used pink. Screw it, I never wear pink ever, or not very often, so I decided to do pink. I also used, for eyeshadow anyway, I used the 88 matte palette and the 88 shimmer palette, just because I figured these are things that I know a lot of people out there have, and never use. Like, for me, for example, I never use these. And I don't know why, because the colors are good. And they blend really well, and they're pretty vibrant. So, I think I'm going to start using it more, because it's cheap and inexpensive, and it's not like, here's my 10,000 MAC eyeshadows. Yeah, so if you guys want to know how to do this, then just stay tuned, and I hope you guys like it. Okay, so the first thing that I'm doing with this look is I'm just going to go ahead and fill in my eyebrows. I know, I can hear the internet just clapping right now, like, finally, you fill in your eyebrows. Yes. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill them in. Okay, so once I filled in my eyebrows, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply a primer. I'm using Urban Decay Primer Potion. I'm just going to go ahead and apply that to my lid. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is, because I want that very sharp line on the outside, I'm just going to take a little bit of Scotch tape. And I'm just going to go ahead and place this, hopefully so that it's even with the other side. Right about there. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, so then once you have that Scotch tape placed there, the next thing I'm going to do is start building up the colors. The first thing that I did was I actually took just this color right here from the palette. The palettes that I'm using are actually the matte 88 matte palette, and I'm going to be using the 88 shimmer palette as well, just kind of like a mix of there we go, mix of texture. So first off, I'm just going to kind of even out my eyelid, and I'm going to use this one. And I'm just using a big fluffy brush to do so. So then once that's done, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this color of the shimmer palette. It's that one. I've actually lost a couple of these out of here, but whatever. It's this one. And I'm just going to take that on a pencil brush like this. It's just kind of a shimmery pink color, and that's going to go right in the inner corner. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the pink color that's I'm used sort of all over the lid. And that color there is this one. And then I'm just going to go ahead and apply that all over the lid. Okay, so then now I'm just going to kind of switch back and forth from a bunch of different pink colors. So I'm going to use a little bit of this one here. And I'm just going to use this on just like a fluffy brush like this. And this is where the tape comes in handy, because I'm just going to keep adding colors just into the eye. And it's handy because you don't have to really worry too much about blending out this side, because the tape is there. I'm going to bring that kind of darker color in just about halfway, because you can see that I want to keep this open but still have it fade over. And then I'm also just going to take this and go into the darker fuchsia, that one. Because I kind of just want a gradient of pinks on this outer corner part. Then I also added a little bit of purple. So I kind of mixed this color and a little bit of that one there together. Again, very, very lightly, just kind of on the tip. And then just focus that right on the outer corner. Okay, so once that's done, the next thing I'm going to do is focus into the crease. And again, I'm just using this pink color here. Make sure to dust these off because they are really pigmented. And I'm just going to start kind of bringing this color in. Okay, and then once that's on, then we're going to start building in the darker colors. So I'm using this one. And we're just going to focus that right into that crease as well. And I'm using a pencil brush for this, just to apply the color, and then I'm going to blend it out with the fluffy white one. And then I'm going to use this dark purple here. And then I'm going to go into black to really just darken out that outer corner. Okay, so then once you've blended out the colors, it will look like this. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the big fluffy brush that we had used originally to apply just the base color. And I'm just going into the inner corner color that we used, which is this one here. I'm just taking this lightly, and I'm going to put that right as my brow highlight. The thing I love about these is that they blend so easily. Like, for such an inexpensive product, it's really not horrible quality, like, in my opinion. Okay, and then you just want to make sure that you've got all your final blending done, just so that it's, like, even on both sides and everything that you want is where it is, because now I'm going to take the tape off. Okay, so that's kind of what it looks like, which is really awesome to me, only I don't like it going quite so high like that, so I'm just going to take my finger, just kind of lightly blend that a little bit, just so that it kind of fades out, but I don't want that going right up to here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the same pencil brush, and I'm going to use the purple color here, and a little bit of this one, and a little bit of that one, to put them on my bottom. And I'm just going to connect them. And I also like putting a little bit of pink. Some people don't like pink so close down here, but I do. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so then once this is on, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put the black on my waterline. This is Feline Eye Pencil from MAC. And I feel like the black really sort of like makes this, darkens it up, and I'm also putting it on the top. And then I'm going to go into my pencil brush and then just sort of blend that in with that color on the bottom. Okay, so now the next step is to just add a wing of liner, and I like to just match the wing to the tape mark that we have on the other side. So the eyeliner that I'm using is a black one from Prestige. I've always used this one, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so once I've went ahead and finished with the liner, I've went and put mascara on, and then I'm going to go ahead and apply my lashes. The lashes I'm using are the MAC number 44s, and I really like these because they extend that sort of cat eye. They're my favorite. And yes, I can honestly say that MAC lashes are worth it. I never thought they were, and I decided just to get a pair because I take really good care of my eyelashes, and I've always only spent money on inexpensive ones. So I figured, okay, there's got to be a reason why these are $18 Canadian. And I've had these now, worn them like 7 times, and they look fine. They're fantastic, and I really, really like them. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply those and show you how to finish up the rest of the look. Okay, so once the eyes are done, they look like this, and I really like them. I think they're really flirty and fun, and yeah. So the next thing I'm going to do is just do the face. Now, I'm going to put in just a little bit of contouring for like my skin tone, which is pale as a fucking ghost. Yeah, so what I'm going to use, if I can grab it, not break anything, is I'm going to use this color from, this is the Coastal Scents 10 palette. If I apply this lightly enough, it looks like I have a little bit of a shadow there, and not like I'm a crack whore. So I'm just taking one of these brushes here. Just adding, ooh, that looks crack whorish. I'll blend it out, don't you worry. Okay, so then for blush, I'm just going to use a pink blush. I'm using the same brush because I don't really care. I'm using this one, which you're like, really, Natasha? But if you use it lightly, like 2 taps into it, dust it off, and just apply it lightly. It's going to give like sort of a nice pink sheen. Okay, and then for top of the cheek highlight, which I like, my camera just makes me look oily right now, which I'm not at all. My skin is so dry. But for top of the cheek highlight, I'm just using Vanilla Pigment from MAC. It's my favorite. I use it for everything, really. If they ever discontinued this, I would cry actual tears. So I'm just going to use my finger and just apply this. Right there. And then for lips, you really could go two routes. You could just go like nude, have the eyes be the staple. But you guys know me, so I'm going to do something a little bit different for lips. Okay, so for lips, I want to go pink. So I'm using a pink lip liner called Pinky from NYX. I'm just going to go ahead and fill in my lips with this after I sharpen it, so I don't stab myself with tiny pieces of wood. Okay, so I'm going to line my lips now. Okay, so then once that lip liner's on, the color that I'm going over is actually a new lipstick that I just got from MAC. This is in Passion. I don't know if this was limited edition, but I got it with the old lady with the glasses collection. I don't know what it's called. I had a couple back to MAC, so I ended up liking this because it's an amplified, and I only really ever like matte, amplified, or satin lipsticks. It's because I find they're the brightest and they last the longest. So I picked this up. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this over top of this. So once I've applied that lipstick, it looks like this. I love it. It's bright, and I love it. But just for a little bit more sparkle, over top of it, I'm putting, this is an old lip gloss. This is Electric Fuchsia lip gloss from MAC. And I'm just going to put that right on top. And it has like purple, blue sparkles in it. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of what I do to finish up the look. And yeah, so I do hope you guys enjoy this. This is really awesome. I never wear pink anymore. And I used to when I had green hair. And for some reason, pink and green, like teal hair, looks awesome. You wouldn't think it does, but it really, really does. So this kind of really makes me miss my green hair. But yeah, so I do hope you guys enjoy this and you have a fun Valentine's Day, whether you're rocking it single style like I am, or if you have somebody to, you know, suck face with, then cool for you. Another thing I just want to add is I know some people are going to ask about my nails. Focus. They are the Sally Hansen Salon Effects nail thingers. I forget what they're called, but yeah, they're cool. They're the new ones, so I love these. I always wear these things. But yeah, so I do hope you guys enjoy this, and until my next video, I will talk to all you soon.